this video, we will answer the first question of our Excel statistics project number 1. So first we want to go in our Lumen assignment for project 1 and open the PDF file with the instructions. And then we want to also go and open the Excel file with the given data. And we want to download the file. And in this video, we will only work on question 1, and we will work it in 2 different situations. One is if you have the app, the Excel app on your Windows PC, then we will work it on the Excel app on the Windows PC. You have to select enable editing, as you saw me do in a minute earlier. And also another option would be to go to your OneDrive and create or upload that file and then have it available in your OneDrive and open it in OneDrive so that you can do the Excel project online. So let's rearrange here a little bit our windows so that we can read the instructions and also work on our Excel app. And then we will also work online for those who are using Microsoft Office online. So we are answering question 1, create a pie chart in Excel. The instruction say to recreate a pie chart from our book. The pie chart we are trying to recreate is this one that says Foothill College as a title. Has a yellow slice, 71.4%, indicating part-time students, and a purple slice, 28.6%, indicating full-time students. We want to recreate that. So the percentages are entered for you in cells B3 and B4. B are the columns and 3 and 4 are the rows. So we see them right here. Let me see where I am, right there. So the data has already been entered in these cells over here. And they want us to go to cell B5 and add B3 and B4 to make sure that they add to 100. In Excel, we type the equal sign to let Excel know that it needs to start doing math. And then we tell it which locations in the spreadsheet we want it to add. So we are not going to add the numbers that we will manually punch. We will just tell Excel to go find those numbers. So here we will say equal, and we want to add B3, which is 28.6, plus B4, which is the 71.4%. And when we press enter, we will see that they did add to 100%. And then the instructions say to go to cell C5 and type the formula without the equal sign. So basically in C5, we want to type B3 plus B4, which is what we typed here with the equal sign to let Excel do the math. And then we will create the chart, and to create the chart, we will highlight cells A3, A4, and B3 and B4. These cells include the titles and the percentages. And then we will go into the Insert tab over here, and we will insert the pie chart, which we can find either from the icon or from the recommended charts. But let's click the icon and let's insert the pie chart. Move it to E2, resize it to fit in the box, and then the instructions say explore the options for quick layout or design to position the legend on the right. So quick layout is up here on the top left. I want the legend to be on the right. I don't want to pick the one that has the percentages already. The reason I don't want to do that is because it has now rounded the percentages to the nearest whole number, whole percent, and I don't want that. So I'm just gonna select this one that has not done anything with labels yet. The next step says add elements to your chart. And there are two ways to add elements to your chart. One is when you are in your chart and it's selected, the plus here, or up here on the top left that says add chart elements. So when I click here on the plus, it says what elements do you want? Do you want a chart title? Yes, I do. Data labels? Yes, I do. And a legend. Now for data labels, I can select where I want them, and I want them in the center. And for the legend, I can also select where I want it, and I want it on the right. Very nice. So the next thing I want to do is I want to fix the chart title. So double click in there and write Foothill College. So delete what was written already and write Foothill College. And now I have a chart that looks like the one that I have in my book. I can play a little bit more if I want to change the colors. This is done easily in the app on my PC. So if I double click on one of the slices and I right click on it, I can change the fill to some yellow color and the outline to a black. And then let's double click on one of the slices. Let me click out of the pie chart. Let's double click on the blue slice and see if we can change that to a purple color or more fill colors. There is no purple here. Under standard, I can pick a purple. Let's do this one. Okay, for some reason it doesn't let me do that. Let's try again. Let me try to change only one slice and not both of them. There we go. Okay, much better. It has an outline, it has a fill, it looks kind of like the one chart in my book. Of course, you can enhance with a little more exploration of the features of Excel, but for now this is close enough. Let's see how that is done online. Online, you don't have many options. So when you are in your SharePoint and you have your Excel file there, you want again to add. Adding is the same thing. So you go to the location you want to enter the formula. You enter equal. That tells Excel to start adding. You tell it I want B3 plus B4 to be added. Press enter. In the next cell, enter the formula without the equal sign. So it's going to say B3 plus B4. And then to paste the pie chart, you want to highlight the titles and the percentages and insert. And from the choices of charts, insert the pie chart. Move it. Resize it. Double click on the chart title. Oh, when I click here, when I double click on the chart title, I saw a window opening on the right, which is to format the chart. So the chart title is on, which I wanted. I want to change its title, so I'm going to delete it from this area and I'm going to write here Foothill College. The title position, I want it to be above. You see here you can change the font, so this is nice and easily done. I can make it bold, I can make it larger, so that I can start resembling a little better this chart. Do I want a legend? Yes, I do. It's green and checked. Where do you want it to be positioned? I don't want it in the bottom. I want it on the right. And what size do I want the font? Let's make it a little bigger here. 12. There we go. And then I cannot change the series actually, because it thinks that there is only one series, that there aren't two series. So I want to vary the colors by slice, and I do want data labels. So I'm gonna actually make this green, and here under label position, I want it to be in the center. And then for these guys, I do want to have an outline. I hope this is for the data series. Let's see if I click black, what outline became black. Oh no, here. Under series 1, the fill is different by slice. Here I cannot really change the colors. I don't know how I can make it yellow and purple. I'm gonna leave them like this, but I can insert an outline for the data series. So let's see if we will get that. Let's try again. The series. And data labels are on. All right, and I got my outline. So here I am. I have finished creating and inserting the chart. So I want to continue in question 1. They are asking us to use Excel's calculator to find the number of full-time and part-time students if there are 5,000 students in total at Foothill College, and the assumed total number of 5,000 students is entered in already for us in cell B9, which is right here. Let me close this so I can zoom in. All right. So we want to find the number of full-time students. If I know the percent and I know the total, the number is the percent times the total. So they are asking us in cell B10 to calculate the percent, which is in cell B3, times the total number of students. So here, if I want to find the number of students, I will tell Excel to do math, so equal, and I will say do 28.6% of, which means times 5,000, and tell me how many that is. And that happens to be 1430. So the formula is B3 times B9 without the equal sign. So here they want us to just type the formula without the equal sign. And then it says, can you try by yourselves to find the part-time students? And the part-time students will equal the percent of part-time students times the total number of students. B4 times B9. So here B4 times B9. And then to double check our answer, they want us to find the total number of students. So in B12, add the number of full-time and part-time students to verify that they are 5,000. So let's try to do that. Here, if you remember how to add, we press equal, and then we'll say add this location, which is B10 plus the number in this location. And if we have done good math, it should add to 5,000. So here, without the equal sign, it will be B10 plus B11. And the same thing is done online. So let's zoom in here again. We want to find the number of full-time students. It will equal the percent times the total. So B3 times B9, and we will type it here, B3 times B9. And the total of part-time students will equal the percent times the total, B4 times B9. And to add the full-time and part-time students, we will press equal, and then we will add the locations. Don't use the numbers. So just add whatever number is in B10 plus whatever number is in B11. So the formula here will be B10 plus B11. And this is how we conclude question 1 of Project 1.